It is indisputably true that the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight was rigged. You can see Mike Tyson biting his glove as to not wreck Jake Paul. Plain as day. And you can even see him at some points covering his face and verbally telling Jake Paul, come at me now, because they're trying to put on a good show. We all know it was rigged. My question is, when is the NDA up, Mike? When is the non-disclosure agreement up, Mike? You collected your bag. How many years do you have to wait? Am I going to have to wait till you die and your kids put it out? When, Mike? When? Tell us. Tell us what happened.
It's Tom fucking Hawks on the Tom Show!
Mike Tyson was never going to beat Jake Paul. There's too big of an age gap. Jake Paul's in his prime. Mike Tyson's an old man. He's having health problems. He doesn't got that dog in him anymore. He's having pigeon time. He's Jay chillin'. He's a father. He ain't about that boxing life, right? So going into this, I was thinking, how could this help Jake Paul? Because he's either going to beat an old man or he's going to be beaten by an old man. And either way, it's not a good look. And I was thinking about the dynamics of the marketing. Maybe he's playing into the evil version of himself. But he had to rig it. Why? Because now I'm having doubts. Jake Paul had to rig a fight against an old man when Jake Paul is young and in his prime? What? How could this possibly be? So this is on my mind. So we do have some callers lined up, and we're going to be talking about this. You can call it 555 Tom Show, 555 Tom Show.
Tom, you better put some respect on Mike Tyson's name, because Iron Mike came after Jake Paul, and he was the guy that was going to defeat Jake Paul in the ring and put him in his place. And for you to sit here and act like that's not Iron Mike, like Iron Mike isn't Iron Mike.
Okay,
like
okay, one second, one second,
Mike.
please. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, look. Have you ever seen a fat person box a skinny person?
I don't see the relevance. I don't understand the relevance.
Yeah, okay.
Of this
Well, so
question.
I will tell you what that looks like. The skinny person runs around and the fat person tires themselves out. That's how that works. When a small person is fighting a big person, you just have to tire the person out because they're going to get tired faster. You have to bob and weave. You're faster. You can move stealthy. If this was a real fight and not rigged, Jake Paul would have won, because even though we've seen Iron Mike boxing it out in that first round, he wouldn't have made it to that second, that third, that fourth. By the 8th round, you think Mike Tyson at 58 years old can go 8 rounds jumping around with Jake Paul? Jake Paul knowing Mike Tyson's going to come hard at me. So that's already a different mindset. We saw Jake Paul knowing it was rigged. If we saw Jake Paul knowing Mike Tyson's going hard at me, he would have just tired him out, wore him out, and Jake Paul would have beat him just because he's younger than Mike Tyson. It's not that Jake Paul's a better boxer. Mike Tyson might be a better boxer in terms of ability and practice and timing, but in no way, shape, or form is Mike Tyson beating Jake Paul no matter what, which
This
goes
is
back
really
to my...
low
No,
IQ.
listen. Just please.
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know.
I think we agree. I just
What?
think the key
What?
element that you're missing.
What element am I missing
that
here?
you're
What?
missing here. Because you're saying Iron Mike would have beat Jake Paul. I'm saying I don't think he would, but now that they've rigged it, now I'm wondering, wait a minute. So I think that's going to come out long term. I don't know if it's a 10-year NDA or whatever, but I have a funny feeling his kids are going to come out and say, yeah, that was rigged. It was rigged. Ooh, what if his kids had to sign an NDA too?
What if I punched you in the face?
What's that? What if the NDA included his children and say, hey, you can't say this. You can't be yapping about it. You can't go on social media and talk about this. Or we're going to take that bag back. That's a lot of money. That's $20 million.
I would punch you in the face for free.
And I think I think more people need to be talking about it. How long is the NDA? And on top of it, which I just thought about just now during this call, did his kids have to sign it too?
I want his children to watch me punch you in the face.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you calling into the show. It does mean a lot to me. And as always, if anybody else wants to call, that's 555-TOM-SHOW, 555-TOM-SHOW.
Somebody hydrate Mike Tyson. Somebody buy him a drink. Mike Tyson, baby. They just beat you in front of your kids.
Mike, I got one solution for you after that embarrassment of a show.
H2O. H2O. Iron Mike. He needs H2O. 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 Iron Mike. He needs H2O. 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 Can we get this mess of Iron Mike. He needs H2O. 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 Iron Mike. He needs H2O. Water. Ow. Water. H2O.
Iron Mike. I need you to drink some water, my friend. I need you to consume it. I need you to let it pour down your esophagus into your stomach and let your body do what it does with that water. I'm not familiar with all the science behind it, but I know after you got beat like that in front of your kids, you definitely need some water.
Iron Mike, he needs H2O.
Netflix, how do you let Mike Tyson moon everybody? You realize that's all people are going to remember from this fight now, right? In 6 months, they're not going to think, oh, the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight, oh, it was rigged, which is good for you, I guess. They're going to remember, oh, yeah, Netflix let Mike Tyson moon us. And I think that tells you how Mike Tyson feels about this whole situation. He may not be able to say it because it was in the contract that he can't say it was rigged, but maybe you guys should have also added, hey, Mike Tyson, you can't retaliate in any way against us by mooning our audience. And isn't that just the cherry on top? After you guys failed to prepare for the amount of bandwidth and traffic. And I know there's an IT guy out there somewhere thinking, I told you so. And why did you have to show it? Don't you have a delay? Don't you have a delay? I mean, we know that you needed more bandwidth, but do you have a computer issue too where you couldn't, cut to a different shot? Like, what was going on? I mean, you could have showed me a pigeon. You could have shown me something different. Why did you have to moon me? And I'm not mad at Mike Tyson. I get why Mike Tyson would do that. Quite frankly, in his shoes, I'd probably moon you guys too. But you just let it happen? You just let it happen? Okay, I could rant about this and bagging you guys for a while, but instead we're going to bring in a caller now. We're going to see what the audience thinks about this. We have one on standby already. It's 555-TOM-SHOW, 555-TOM-SHOW, if you would like to call in the future.
Tom, I'm so glad you're talking about this because my child saw that and they're traumatized now. I'm thinking about putting them into therapy.
Yeah, therapy's a great option, especially if your kid happens to be a narcissist. It's a good way to just really grow those narcissistic traits and really fuel them by giving them a time slot to just make it everything about them no matter what, only from their point of view so they can complain about other people and not tell the therapist what the other people did and basically lie to a person. And the therapist is paid to like them, so it'll work out.
I can't believe you would suggest such a thing. Why would I ever pay a therapist to my child's narcissistic tendencies?
You don't got to pay anybody. You can just have them make their own show. That's very cheap. The cost to make your own show is very low now, and distribution's free.
I'm gonna find out where you live. I'm gonna drive my car to your home.
Whoa. Yeah, well, that was kind of strange. Thank you for watching the Tom Show, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
It's the one and only. You may know him as Tomahawk. You might have seen him on the TV. It's Tom fucking Hawks on the Tom Show.